Hey everybody, this is John. Welcome to the free video. For tonight, we're just look at some earnings. The markets are kind of quiet, and we're extended in the markets, and I'll talk a little bit more about the markets in general in the premium video, but let's talk earnings. So two earnings that came out today and then one tomorrow that all eyes are on. So Priceline down $52.92 right now. The expected move, by the way, was 70. So right now it's within the expected move. When it's within the expected move, it can come back up and fill the gap. It did beat on earnings per share, but it was light on revenue. So that might just kind of flounder around tomorrow. Then on the other hand, you had NVIDIA, which the expected move was $8, and you can see right now it's up almost twice that. So typically when that happens, it'll actually just keep on going. So I'm anticipating that NVIDIA is going to take out its all-time high. Is it $120.92? Yeah, 122. I mean, it's $4 away at this point. And so, if it doesn't happen tomorrow, it could easily happen this week. I mean, it was kind of an unexpected kind of a move there, and looking for that to go. So then from there, the one that's happening tomorrow that all eyes are on is Snapchat. Now, Snapchat was an interesting one, and this is one that we did in the room. And there's a very specific strategy for a stock like this, where what we're looking for is a run-up into earnings, both in price and in implied volatility. Okay, so for this particular one, implied volatility, I think we got into this trade here, and the implied volatility was 70%, and the goal was just to hold on to it. And you can see it went up a little bit and came down and popped up and went sideways and came down. But during this time, the implied volatility has actually risen to 168%. And so overall, that's a good thing for our options. So we've been holding on to these a little while, and you'll notice that all these are pretty much out of the money except for the 21s. But in terms of a percentage gains, you can see that the 24s have done the best. Bottom at 52 cents, they're at $1.25, so that's over 100% gain. And so while most of the time when I'm looking for upward moves, I want to buy in the money options, i.e. Delta 70. For a play like this, where you're looking for price to ascend plus implied volatility to expand, I actually prefer the out-of-the-money options because you get a little bit more bang for your buck. And essentially what you try to do is, you buy the options where you think the stock is going to go. If we look at the implied volatility here, you can see it's 168%. So I mean, tomorrow is going to continue to rise. So the next question is, do you hold through earnings? I am not. First of all, the implied volatility is 168% and rising. Secondly, I actually have zero feeling that this is going higher after hours, and in fact I may turn around and sell these same calls. But the main thing here at this point is this is the money made on this play. I think this play was pretty straightforward. We've in the trading room, we've been walking through this one every day for the last 2 weeks, and it's made a lot of money. And so the goal is to sell it tomorrow before earnings, and then we'll do a new trade based on an earnings scenario after we close this one out. All right, so anyway, it's been a lot of fun. All right, so one of the things I want to let you guys know about, and this is upcoming, and this is going to be a very fun class. You go to simplertrading.com/4. Bruce is going to be talking about a money management mastery class. Big fund option income strategies for private traders. For those of you that don't know, Bruce worked for many, many years managing a $100 million option fund and essentially learned all the the tricks of the trade in managing a large fund, and can now bring those down to our level and kind of show you some tools in terms of just trade management that I'd never even considered before. I always thought, oh, just put in a stop loss. He's like, no, you got to look at it like this. And it's like, okay, this is pretty great. So the strategy class here will be May 13th, 12 to 4, and then there'll be 2 live trading sessions for those of you that are interested in that on May 17th and the 19th. Now, here's some of the things that he's going to be talking about. He's got 4 bread and butter strategies that he relied on as an institutional trader to create consistent returns month after month. Okay, obviously this is stuff that he wants to show you as well. 3 proven lifesaver defense strategies to rescue trades from disaster when things go wrong. And this is probably the biggest question that I get from people that, there's questions that I get, I'm like, yeah, I'll answer that. I'll show you how I do it. And other questions that I get, I'm like, oh, that's a great question. You need to ask this person. And in this particular case, anytime anybody asks me about trades on defending a trade, I'm like, talk to Bruce. He's the master. His formula for knowing which income strategy to use in different situations. Okay, the markets are not always the same. His bulletproof income trading plan that's designed to stay on the right side of large institutional money flow. That's also very important to understand how that works, so you don't get run over. Okay, and he's going to go through his daily ritual and a whole lot of other stuff. So how this works is you can choose from one of 3 options. If you'd like to just do the Saturday class and learn the overall strategies, again, that'll be on Saturday, May 13th. It's a $297 small investment. Again, the whole idea of this stuff is this is an investment that you can make back on 1 or 2 trades. And then if you'd like to do the live trading session, which is the 17th and 19th, it also includes the strategy class, and that's just $497. And then if you'd also like to include 3 months of his service, then that's $697. So the $697 is kind of the Cadillac here. You get 3 months of his service, 2 days of live trading, and the Saturday class. And then this one here would get like, okay, you get the live trading and the Saturday class. So anyway, hopefully that all makes sense. This is going to be a great class. You're going to learn a lot of kind of insider knowledge on how the markets work, and it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, you guys have a good one, and we'll see you at the next update.